Morning guys, morning. It's Tuesday, 23rd of January, and I'm at my mum's just making her porridge for her before I go and take Mackenzie to college, or sixth form. Right, I've just sorted my mother out. There's a porridge up there. She just offered me those quality streets. I told her to get lost. I don't want them in my house. All right, Mum?
Yeah.
Are you happy?
And I don't want them either.
Are you happy to be alive this morning? Oh, come on now. It's a lovely, glorious, rainy day. We're not going out today because it's hammering down. I'm making a nice pork casserole with dumplings and apple crumble for later. Fancy that?
Sounds good.
I know you like a bit of crumble. Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright then. Kids will be down with that later. And I shall ring you. You got a sandwich for your lunch now, haven't you?
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to go and get Mackenzie to school now. See you in a bit then.
Bye.
Come on now, smile. You should be happy to be alive.
Oh, God.
So guys, I'm now back. Breakfast for me, Weetabix, semi-skim milk, and I put a little bit of sugar on there, and it's 274 calories. I want to try and keep my lunch fairly low because my dinner tonight, I want to enjoy it and not think, oh, I won't have a dumpling, or I won't have a roll, or I'll leave that bit out, because I'm doing pork casserole with dumplings and a part baked roll and apple crumble, so that's going to be quite calorific for me. So I'm going to keep my lunch really low. If I even keep busy doing stuff, I've got emails to answer, I've got stuff I can do sitting down, so I might do that and just use all what I've got left for later, but we'll see. If I'm hungry, I'll just have something little. But that is how I'm starting off my day, and I will catch up with you when I'm going to get my slow cooker on the go. Right, guys, it's me. It's me. And I thought I would show you guys how I build a recipe in NutriCheck for our tea tonight, so I can enjoy it with my family and then weigh out exactly the portion I want and be in control of my calories. So I thought I would put my pinny on ready. My ninja pinny, which my lovely friend Deb got me for Christmas. And I will use my ninja knife. But watch the old fingers on these, because I know she's cut her finger a few times on her knives that she had. Right, I'm going to do a pork casserole, right? And for this pork casserole, I'm going to use this pepper that I've got. I had a rotten bit in it that I've cut off, so I'm going to make use of that pepper. We're having pork, so apples. I've got 2 apples. I'm going to use ham, nor stock cubes. I've got 1 tin of butter beans. I have got 1 tin of tomatoes. I have made my stock. I don't want a lot of water in my slow cooker because it's going to produce water out of the meat and the veg. So I've just got 30 grams of boiled water, just enough to melt the stock in there. I've got a few carrots. I've got a Swede. I've got an onion. I have got some new potatoes. And then I have got some pork, which I've taken out of the freezer. That one, and also a bag, dripping a bit there, of pork. So that is everything I'm going to put in my casserole. And I have got my let me have a look on my phone, which is just starting up because I had to charge this phone. I haven't used it in a while. So first things first, get your NutriCheck app up. My legs are hurting, so I've got to kneel on the worktop. Right, I have got my app up here, and I am going to start by going into my meals. Hang on, it's gone off. My meals at the bottom, so you would click on that, which will then bring up this menu. So I want to create a meal, so you would go into create a meal there at the top. Which brings you to that menu. Try not to get the glare out the window. Do it like that, all you see is the glare. Right, so create a meal. So in that top bar, you want to write what your meal is called. So I'm going to put pork casserole. You then have underneath your serving options. Now mine's going to serve 6. So I'm going to change it to 6. However, the 6 of us aren't going to have equal portions. But just so that I'm doing it, I'm going to put in 6. So, let me do that so I can, actually this phone I don't use it much. Let me see, has it got a silent button on it? Yes, it's on silent now, I think. Silent, right. So I'm gonna just call it, what did I say, pork casserole. So pork casserole. Right, so we are now at pork casserole, and I'm serving 10 here, not 6. Hang on. There, it's now at 6. So you then have to choose what option there you want it for. Obviously, I want it for dinner. So I'm going to select dinner. And then you would go on to next at the top, which will then bring you to some pre-selected items. I'm going to skip through that because I'm going to put them in manually myself. So skip. And then you will get this page, which is ready to rock and roll. So first things first, I am going to put some gloves on because yes, I do have a bad finger. But I've got too many here, they're all stuck together. Only problem I'm going to have now is my finger probably won't work on the phone because I've got a glove on. But we'll have a go. Might do, you never know. We'll try it and see. If it doesn't, then I'll just have to take the glove off when I need to put something in. Right, let's see. Does it work with my finger on there? Oh, it does actually. If I get that nice and tight on the end of me first finger so it's not wrinkled. Marvellous, it works. Right, I'm going to start off by doing my pork. First thing to go in my slow cooker. So you literally search pork up the top there, and it comes up with all different porks. I just want raw pork. Pork loin steaks raw, lean or fat. I'm going to go with that. Don't forget, you don't have to be too anal with these things. Pork is pork, you know. I'm using a British pork fillet and then some diced pork. Comes up like that on there. Obviously I'm going to weigh mine, so I will just add my weight in when I know how much it is. So I need to move all my bits out to where. And I'm just going to, I don't know if my slow cooker is going to be too heavy for my scales. I think it might be. So what I will do is I will use a jug to put on the scales, and then we will transfer it then into the slow cooker. Move my carrots and my stock. Right, let's get this casserole underway. Right, so I am just going to take out the pork. This is fabulous invention. It's a melting board. You just put your meat on it and it melts it really quick. So I have got that. And I have also got this diced pork that's ready to roll. So I'm just going to cut off any bits of fat on here I don't want. I'm not following any recipe. I'm just making my own meal up. Smell the pork because he's coming around me. So I've cut up the pork. I'm just going to weigh on the scales how much all this pork weighs. I'm also going to add in the pork that I've got in this bag that's already chopped. So that is coming in at 936 grams, that pork. So I'm just going to chuck that into my slow cooker. So 936 grams. So all I'm going to do is put 936 grams in there. That is telling me that that is 2,106 calories, and you just add, and it appears then up the top. So that is now added on, and I just need to go for my next item. So I've done that now, so let's get rid of that. And then we're going to add on our other ingredients. So next I'm going to add in right, apples. These are Pink Lady apples. So pink comes up already. Pink Lady apples weighed without core. So that's all ready just for me to weigh. I'm going to use the same dish because you know, it's all going in the same thing. So shall I peel them? No, I'm going to leave the skin on these actually. I will take out the core. So 262. So as you can see, 262 for the apple, and I'm just going to be chucking that in with the pork. So 262 for the apple, and then you just add it. And that is now up there with the pork. Right, next we're going to go with red pepper. So if I just put red pepper raw, that is ready to roll. Pepper's not going to weigh very much, it wasn't even a full pepper. So 121 for the pepper. So just go into add specific weight, 121. Add that on, add it to the meal. And as you can see, we're slowly building a recipe. Next, what shall we do next? Let's do some carrots. So, again, you just search up on the search bar, carrots raw, and that's ready just to add in my weights. so 458 for the carrot. As you can see, 458. So I'm just going to add these in as well. Back on the scales, set them to 0. Right, so 458 for the carrots. Done. 156 calories. Add that on, and as you can see, that is added on to there. So next we are going to, what are we going to do? Let's do some potatoes next. These are just baby potatoes, so I am going to search baby. Here we are. They're steamed, or I don't want them cooked, I want them raw. Baby potatoes in skins raw. There we are. And I'm ready just to sort them out. I'm just going to cut a few bits of whatever off them. Right, the potatoes are coming in at 712 grams. So again, you just put the weight in there, add it to your meal. So far, one portion, if you do it between 6, is coming up at 482, and I haven't finished yet. So let's have them in there. Set that back to 0. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is onion. So scales are ready. So all I need to do is search onion. I don't know if I spelled it right. Onion, 1 onion raw. Put my weight in. Ready. $192. That's a pain when your phone keeps going off, but hey ho. Now I can't see properly. So onion, 192. You press done. I can't see my eyes. And then you just add it to your meal. And again, it's just building on the recipe. So that is the onion sorted. We are now on to this bad boy, which is going to be a pain in the neck. Let's just put the onions into the slow cooker. I've got to be honest, this meal is going to serve way more than 6 people. There'll probably be enough for tomorrow for Warren to take to work. Right, my feet, my knees. Right, Swede. So Swede. Keep spelling things wrong because my fingers are over. Swede boiled, no. Swede raw. So you just select raw, and that's ready for me to add in the amount I want. Let's trade in that knife for a bigger one. Let's mean business, shall we? Right, the scales are set to 0. Let me just cut that end off. Oh, look at that. Bloody marvellous. Bloody marvellous. Oh my God, I cannot believe how easy that is going through this Swede. If you cut Swede for your Sunday dinners and that, you'll know what an absolute pain in the neck they are. Oh my God, I'm not even kidding. That's like cutting a piece of butter. Wow, I'm impressed. Well done, Ninja. And do you know what? I haven't sharpened these knives yet. They come with their own sharpener on the knife rack. I haven't used it yet. But they are making light work of a Swede. I'm not on any commission with Ninja, by the way. I just love Ninja products. As you will know if you watch me regularly, I have a few Ninjas. Or a few Ninja things in my kitchen. And now I even have the apron. Might as well use it all, you know, because I'm not going to use it in anything else. There. 330 grams, and now I've lost my thing. There it is. Go back. So 330 grams. You press done. That's 79 calories. And that is added, so it is now 506 calories portion at the moment. So the Swede's going in. That is the Swede. I don't think I need that anymore. So that goes to one side. Right, what I am going to add in now. Scales for, so move the scales out of the way. That I could do with a let me get a give this a bit of that blade up here. Just give this a bit of a mix around. As you can see, it's a nice big massive bowl on there. Right, so what I'm going to add in now is a tin of butter beans, a tin of tomatoes and my stock. So what I have done with regards to the stock, I weighed out 30 grams of water. Wipe the screen on here, it's getting a bit, because I'm going to put all my weights in on here so I can get my exact measurement. I need to put in water and put in 30 grams. So even though it's no calories, get my ceiling light glaring there, I'm going to add it in because it's 30 grams. Now with regards to the stock, it only came up as prepared weights, but an actual stock cube is 30 calories. So I'm going to add them in, and I weighed one and it was, hang on, let me double check how much one of these stock cubes weighed, because I need to know the weight of the stock cube. Right, 11 grams one of those weighs, so that's 22. So because I can't add it in like that, I'm going to do it as a manual add. So you just go to there and you manually add something. Hang on, let's see if we're looking. No, you don't, you do a quick add, sorry, not manual add. So you do a quick add. All I'm going to do is write down stock, but I'm going to put down 22. I'm going to put in 22 grams. So I know the grams when I want to weigh them up. So 2 of them is 60 calories. So I'm going to add that. So it's added the calories on, but when I go to look through all the weights to add it in, I know that they were 22 calories to count for that. So what's next? What's next is butter beans. So all I'm going to do for the butter beans is scan the tin. She says, if it'll let me. Allow, yeah, that's the camera. So scan the butter beans. Why doesn't it like these butter beans? It does now. So as you can see, we've got butter beans on there, and it's coming up with half a can. So you can either select half a can and just put the quantity to 2, or you can put the exact weight. So the drained weight is 235 grams. So I'm just going to put 235 grams. Press that, press done, and that is 209 calories. And I am going to, where is it? Can't see. It's on there. Where's the done? 235 grams. Oh, do you know what? I ballsed that up. Hang on. Did I balls it up? Because it's gone back to my menu. That's why I ballsed it up. Right. So what you need to do now, if you lose everything and you think, oh no, I've lost my thing. How am I going to remember all the weights in that? What you need to do is go to my meals, go to dinner, and there it is at the top, pork casserole. So you select that, and there it is. So all you need to do is go on to edit. Where's edit? It's different on this phone. Right, yeah, so you get that up. It'll be different on other people's phones, but it says edit. I want to edit the ingredients. So that's brought my ingredients all back up on there. So all I need to do is scan the butter beans, and they've come up, and it was 235 grams. So 235 grams, you press done, and you add it to your meal. So that's the butter beans. Next we have got some tomatoes. So again, You just scan them. Camera's not the best on this phone. Hang on. And there it comes up with your tomatoes. These are 400 grams. So you can either select half a can and do it, put in 2, or you can just go in with 400 grams, press done, and add it to your meal. So I have done that. I've already counted the stock, which I showed you, but I'm just going to add that stock in. I didn't, like I say, wanted to add, didn't want to add any more juice to this because all these vegetables in here are going to produce liquid, and I want to have a thickish gravy with this and not a runny one. So who wants a runny casserole? We don't. So that is literally it. I'm not adding any seasoning because the stock cubes will be salty. I will check it before we eat it, see if it needs any pepper. But that's it. And then when it's sort of cooked and we're nearly wanting to eat it, I'm going to add some dumplings to it and let them cook in there as well. So let me just get a pepper seed there. Take that out. Let me just get the lid and get that in the slow cooker. Right guys, it is now in its casing. I'm going to stick the lid on, and I am going to put it on high to start with because we're not planning on having this till, what time is it now? Let me just have a look in there. Right, it's 1:30, so I want it to be on for 3 hours on high, and then I'm going to turn it to low until we want to eat it, and obviously put the dumplings in. So that is it so far, and I will just show you on screen how many calories it is at the moment without anything else added. That is, obviously if it was divided into 6 equal portions, this will serve a hell of a lot more than 6. So it's just a rough guide at the moment, but I will show you by the end of the process how you work it out to be actually accurate on what portion you're having. So that's ready to rock. I'm going to leave that and clear up. So guys, I am just going to have some lunch. I've just weighed out some strawberries, 350 grams of strawberries, and I'm having one of these Lindal yogurts. 194 calories. I am going to sit down and eat that, and then I'm going to get on and make a crumble in my crock pot. So low calorie lunch, because as you can see so far, my dinner will be quite high. So that is lunch. Guys, I have just literally chopped these apples. I've put some mixed dried fruit I had, some golden caster sugar and some sweet cinnamon. So I have got this in the crock pot. I've just turned it on, and I'm going to leave it do its thing with, there's a little bit of water in there as well, but I've built the recipe so I can work out the exact calories. And then just for ease, I'm using this ready-made crumble topping to put on it, and then this bowl comes out of this pot. So I will crumble that on and just stick it in the air fryer then for a couple of minutes to brown off the top. Well guys, just as well I did the slow cooker because Warren has rung me. Our car has broken down in Cardiff. Just great. It won't start. Electric cars, you just gotta love them. It won't start. It's got a system brake failure and it will not start. I don't know if there's been brake fluid leaking out of a pipe or something. He's currently waiting for the RAC. So yeah, dinner's on hold. However, it's in slow cooker anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, What a night to break down on. It's like a storm out there.
Getting blown away. Shall I walk home?
Yeah, he won't be walking home from Cardiff.
Well, I was hoping.
And I've got no mileage on my car because I let it run out because I wasn't going anywhere to save money on the electric, you know. So now I can't even go there to get him anything if need be. So I've just stuck my car on charge. Oh, god damn. Right, guys, I will let you know what's going on in a bit. Update. RAC have just turned up. But the car is so new and so technical. The guy can't get the codes off it and they're struggling to do it. That's the thing, see? The more gadgets and the more technical things are, the harder they are to fix when they go wrong. So next time, maybe we should get a basic car. Oh my God. So I'm waiting to see if I've got to go and get him. I'm sure the RSC guy will bring him back because we've got like the top cover on the car. So surely they'll bring him back and not leave him dumped in Cardiff. But I'll just have to go and get him. I'm sure there's enough miles on my car by now. So I've turned my slow cooker down to low. My mother's not hungry, she said. So I've done all that, made that casserole, and it'll probably end up being tomorrow's dinner. But, yeah. So things aren't going to plan today. And I still haven't been brave enough to take my plaster off. I will do it before I go to bed. Bed? What's that? But yeah, it's not a sore. That's obviously a good sign. When I touch it, it's not a sore. I'll let you know an update. Alright? When I've taken the plaster off. Don't worry, I won't show you because I imagine it's probably looking a bit grim. I'm stressed out now. It's absolutely blowing a gale out there. There's a storm coming. I don't know if it's got a name. Storm something. And I was having to hold the bonnet open, stop it blowing off. Because apparently it's blowing a gale up there, and the bonnet's like, Right, guys. I'll catch up with you in a bit where I'll probably be having a sandwich or something. But at least I won't have to do dinner tomorrow night because it'll all be already done. And things like that, I think, taste nicer the next day as well, don't they? And I haven't made the dumplings. Nothing going to plan. Well, dinner ain't going to be anytime soon. I tell you what, Warren's a right wazzock. I asked him to order gum shields for the kids for boxing, right? They've just come, Amazon. Does he not know how old his bloody children are? Up to age 11. Dexter's 11, Jackson's 12. So they need the next size up and they're boxing tomorrow. Fuck's sake. Anyway. Next update on the car. It's too heavy, a bit like myself. So the man can't recover the car because it's really heavy, apparently. It's too heavy for his vehicle, so they've had to ring for some special lorry. It's probably just a flatbed lorry or something. So he's waiting for that now. But I did hear them saying in the background about him getting a taxi home. But yeah, I'll be his taxi. Right. I'll have to give him earache about these gum shields. So his life, he'll be like, oh, for God's sake. Right, everything's gone tits up with the food I was doing, as you know, because of the car situation. Anyway, Warren is home. So I'll just show you how you finish off your meal. So I have brought up my pork casserole. All I've done is gone in and edited the ingredients, which has then brought them, oh, do you want to press that? which has then brought them all up on there. So, because I want to work out exactly how many calories is in the portion rather than just doing a rough guide, you press save up at the top there, and then it will say enter specific weight. So all I've done is added up all the ingredients that I've put in, even the water, which came to, I've written it down, 3,698. So you press on where you put in the specific weight and it'll come up with that. And then
Hello?
we're gonna get there. That was the RSC man ringing in. Right. So we're now on this screen. So after pressing that other button I just showed you, and I've changed my quantity to, oh, nothing's going right here. Right, in there, you put in your exact weight. So what did I say it was? 3,698. 3,698. Like that, in there. And then you press save up at the top. And I have pressed save. So there it shows you one serving. So that if I went with the rough guide of one serving, and it made 6 portions, it would be 566 calories. But because I've put the weights in, if I then go in here and put in the weight, say I had 125 grams, right? 125 grams would be 115 calories. And that's it. Oh, sorry, I had my gammy plaster then. I'll put screenshots on as well so you can see it. But that's basically it. And that's how you build a recipe. You'll notice I mentioned dumplings. There's no dumplings because everything's gone tits up. So there's no dumplings. But the air fryer's just finished with some part-baked rolls. So I'm just going to serve up some casserole. I think I'm past even bothering. I'm going to have a roll though and a tiny bit. So all the calories I saved to have this really nice meal with dumplings and crumble and that, it's gone out the window. But never mind. I'll go and serve up and let you know my portion. I'll see you in a minute. Oh, guys, that is my dinner. Calories are unknown because now my phone isn't working and all my ingredients have disappeared out of my app. So I'm about to have a tantrum. Now we've lost the TV remote. And yeah, that's my dinner anyway.